People in Lynchburg, Virginia are now back in their homes after a train derailment and fire, but they were evacuated just before 3 o'clock this afternoon when the train, which was carrying oil, derailed and burst into flames. Now, no one was hurt, but some of that oil did spill into a nearby river. So the EPA is sending crews to monitor the water quality. And it's images like the ones you see here that have us wondering tonight, what would the response be if something like that were to happen here? Our Robert Lowry is asking questions about how prepared we are at home for exactly this sort of thing.
Well, Mark, that sort of thing already happening once before right here in Miamisburg. Was actually over here along these train tracks just down the line near Bear Creek, where a train derailed more than 2 decades ago, and first responders who were at that scene during that time say they still remember it pretty clearly. A white cloud fills the air over Miamisburg after a train derails, spilling hazardous chemicals. A sight hard to forget nearly 30 years later.
To this date, still the largest evacuation of a population because of a hazardous materials incident.
Denny Bristow with the Dayton Regional Hazmat team was there that day when a 15-car train derailed in 1986. It sent toxic vapor into the air and put chemicals into a nearby water source. All of it prompting the evacuation of 50,000 people and sending hundreds to the hospital.
Right at rush hour on a weekday, and so the problem is just compounded there. It was a multiple day event.
It's something Bristow and his team prepare for constantly should it ever happen again. The team, consisting of first responders from Montgomery and Greene counties, are trained to handle another disaster to keep people in the area safe.
The containers are so large. A gasoline tanker going down the street has 8, maybe 9,000 gallons of gasoline. A rail tanker of gasoline can have over 35, almost 40,000 gallons.
Is there a good way to prevent it?
I think if you look at the studies, or the last study was done from 2000 to 2010, over a 10-year period, the majority of the train derailments occurred from poor maintenance on the rail lines.
It's one of the many scenarios Bristow and his team spend hours practicing should another train derail, spilling dangerous chemicals here in the Miami Valley. And some of that practice is running mock disaster drills in case any of those scenarios happen. That's running everything from tornadoes to oil spills to train derailments just like the one that happened in Lynchburg, Virginia. Reporting live, Robert Lowry, 2 News, working for you.